Okay. Let me start off with a little provocative kind of comment. Peter Drucker once said 30 years from now, the big university campuses will be relics. Universities won't survive. It is a large change as when we first got the printed book. That is his comment. So Frank Rhodes, he is still more actually, critical about the universities. I wonder at times if we are not like the dinosaurs, looking up at the sky at the approaching comet and wondering whether it has an implication for our future. Now, you have looked at some of the trends. Now, in addition to that, there are a few others. I would like to add, as to why, for example, we need to rethink the whole education itself. Now, one of the things is this, lot of the problems highlighted here, it's all because of the disconnect between industry, academia and the government. When John F. Kennedy said that he's going to send a man to the moon and then bring him back safely, I think for the next 10 years, there was a tremendous amount of work that happened in research labs, universities and government institutions. There was funding flowing back and forth, and it was made possible. If you look at medical research today, it has advanced to such a level and completely it has become evidence-based. Compared to that, engineering education is yet to mature. Still our decisions are very judgmental, qualitative. Now the reason is again this disconnect. So a doctor practices, throws back the problem at the researchers, he teaches. Now unfortunately, you tell me one engineering faculty who consults, works in the industry, or a management faculty who knows what is happening in the field. There's a complete disconnect between what we teach, what they do in the industry, and what the government wants. And I always give this analogy of a bullock cart. So you have, it's like a research and human resource development is like a bullock cart, where actually one bull is the industry, another bull is the institutions, and the driver sitting on the cart, driving it, it's the government, and which has to manage both, and then they have to go together. Unfortunately, in today's context, if you see that, it is still a cart, but not a bullock cart. One side you have a frog, which is the industry pulling you to the water. Other side you have a rat, and that is pulling you into the hole. And on the driver's seat is a snake that is trying to eat up both the rat and the frog. That's the kind of regulations we have in this country. So this is one of the fundamental issues that we need to tackle. Second problem, as I could see, is lack of innovation. I think, from the time we invented chalk piece, I don't think, we have really advanced any further, except probably we have some whiteboards here and there. Some projectors, PPT have come, but beyond that, nothing has changed. And there is a complete restructuring that is happening. I don't think, we are oblivious of what is happening in this industry. There is a unbundling that is happening in the educational industry. I don't think many of us are aware of that. Today, it is not necessary for a single university to perform all the tasks. You cannot do that. You look at the business, everything is unbundled. You outsource it. There are different people doing different things. We are good at it, they do that. So today, knowledge creation will happen somewhere. Somebody will actually convert it into a video content. Somebody will actually deliver it. Somebody, the best actor will deliver it. And somebody will assess you. Someone else will certify you. Now, this is going to be the future, and technologies are changing it. And we have not yet adopted. We are still like that, ignorant guy looking at the sky. There's actually, Skylab or something coming, it's going to hit you, and we really don't know where it is going to hit, how we are going to be hit. But we are going to be hit. That much I can really assure you. Then the other major problem is we are over-regulated and under-managed. I don't have to overemphasize on that. Now, lot of these rules are archaic. Now, why do you need 1:15 faculty? Today, if you can use technology, I can deliver, 1:1000. Why don't you allow me to do that? Now that's a change. I mean, everywhere people are talking about lack of faculty. I mean, why do you need faculty? If you have good faculty, create content, create those video conferencing platforms, use technology. That's what we have to look at. And we have to unfortunately deal with all these jokers in UGC, AICT, MCI, all kinds of platforms. It's a big, big headache. And finally, I'm sticking to my time. Biggest problem is actually lack of values and ethics. Now, this is not only among actually students, but also among faculty. You saw the Bihar incident, where parents are climbing several floors to actually, give bits to their children writing exams. And Tamil Nadu is no different. Somebody copied it on WhatsApp and then sent the question paper, answers came in WhatsApp, it was distributed. So we are, using high technology to copy and they are using it. Somehow, the whole culture in the education system is that we have to use shortcuts without studying how to get marks, actually, without working, how to get promotions. Now, this has become the culture in this country. Now, unless we actually correct it at this stage, it's going to be a problem. Now, the worst appalling part, having seen the different parts of the world, I can tell you it is in a pathetic situation. Now, for example, your feedback system. You have a fantastic feedback system. Now, what teachers do, I give you marks, you give me better feedback. There are many colleges I see that everybody has, above 9 score out of 10. Students have above 9, faculty also have above 9. Now, what kind of institutions are these? Grade inflation. Completely unethical kind of practices. And to conclude, basically, I think we need to reinvent. We have to rediscover. I think benchmarking, we have done enough. We have copied enough of the Ivy League models, various things. Of course, even that we have not copied properly. I can tell you, I was teaching in California State University system in 2002 to 4. And the engineering students there, even in those days, I never found them inside the class. It was a 5,000-acre campus. Architecture students were busy building, actually constructing buildings. And the electronic students were busy building, satellites, micro-satellite they were launching. And there were huge exhibitions of products that were made by the students. What are our engineering students doing? They buy the projects from outside, submit it, and then somehow they pay money, get a pass in GRE, and then go abroad. There also they'll buy the product. What is it that we are doing? I think, we have to go a long, long, long way if you have to change the whole system. Thank you very much.